dragon. Gotta hand it to him. Ugly's travel in style.
Welcome to our episode of Bargain Saturdays, and this week I decided to take a look at Welcome to Smelliville. Yeah, with a name like that, you'd think this film would be hot garbage, right? You know, just absolute trash, you know, nice and tasty garbage like the Uglies like it.
Old batteries and melted plastic.
There's no way we can eat this.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No wonder you don't want to dig in. Here.
Thank you?
And yeah, it's a bit weird, because this actually is a strangely watchable film. It's definitely above average, a solid B effort. You know, you would not expect that, unless you realized, or were aware, that the characters they're showing on here, the green ones, are the Uglies, based on a German book series that has over, you know, like 12.5 entries in it. And let's face it, if you can write a series that, you know, can last that long involving characters, you gotta be doing something right. So, I guess we shouldn't be surprised this film's much better than you probably would expect. Though I'll admit, you know, that's probably more from an American perspective that you would be surprised by that. Because, you know, I used to peruse the library as a kid, and I don't remember ever coming across any of these books. Maybe, you know, that's because they were aimed for a younger audience than even myself when I started really getting to hitting up the library for reading books for the AR program. Or a lot of these books may have never been translated into English, for all I know, so you're not likely to come across them, you know, in America. So, yeah. It's a bit surprising me this is even based on a book series, you know. That's how surprised I was when I found that out. And I only learned that because I was flipping through the Internet Movie Database, and someone else brought it up. I'm just like, wait, really? I did not see that plot twist coming. Unlike the movie itself, where most of its plot twists are actually highly predictable, but they're executed well enough that I'm willing to overlook the predictability. You know, I'm just like, you earned the right to use the cliche, movie, because you did it very well on the execution side. Not perfectly, but well enough, I will let it slide. As I put it, the problem with, you know, writing usually is that, you know, if you don't do it right, people will notice what you're doing is a typical cliche, and they will call you out on it immediately, like, oh, you're doing that plot line? Like, you didn't even work me into it, you know, in a way that would be successful, but this movie mostly pulls those off. Even though, you know, some would argue that's a weakness, I just argue, you know, if you execute them well enough, it doesn't matter if the plot point, you know, is been overdone or is tropey. Like, people won't care. I mean, let's face it, there's only so many different plot devices you can really have in a film. As far as this one goes, you got the usual staples of issues, I suppose. Like, the Uglies are new to town, and no one likes them, because they're different. They smell weird, they eat trash. I mean, how can a normal human relate to these creatures, you know? They look like aliens.
Are you aliens?
Well, no, of course not. Aliens only land in America.
Everybody knows that, young man.
Sure they do.
I told you so.
Yeah, but
We're Uglies.
Uglies? Aye.
They're just uglies. I'm gonna go finish my nap. Get out of here, you scared cats. But the dragon's in the no parking zone.
And they can hear earthworms hiccup.
Hearing horns. With these, we can hear an earthworm hiccup. Whoa, earthworms hiccup?
We get the usual plotline of everyone trying to push them away, only to then realize they need them and ask them to stay, after they were so awful, and to just be like, we're sorry, we're such, you know, bigoted people. And we also have, you know, plot line involving the main character's mom being overbearing, demanding he constantly, you know, practice doing, playing the cello, or doing math, or learning new languages, you know, just constantly filling his schedule up with all kinds of stuff to do. Because she's like, if he has a superior education, he'll go far in life. Even if it means he gets, like, no free time to do anything he actually wants. Which has to suck for him, because the main character, Max, is quite the inventive kid, who likes to, you know, come up with all kinds of crazy inventions. And yeah, ignore the spaceship, in the top corner there. That's a nod to either a pair of the jokes in the film or a complete red herring because they just want people to be like, oh yeah, they're aliens. That explains it. Because everything can be explained by aliens, so maybe that's why they put it there. Not sure which it is. But yeah, everything ends well. We get the happy ending, and roll end credits, right? Till next time, then. See ya.
Lady Mayoress, aren't you worried that with everyone in town having all this fun, nothing will get done?
Uglies worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow! Come on, everyone! Everybody get in!